So we're gonna have two conversations today because today's work's about lead generation. And in all reality, all the bullshit aside, do you need to know more about why and how you should do your lead generation, or do you need to just do it more? In all reality, think about that. Do you just need to do it, or do you need to learn more reasons why you should do it? All right. It seems like a simple question, but the good news is today we're going to do both, so that way we have no excuses. Fair? And I figured, what is the best way to get you to do the work? I have to motivate you. I have to help you understand the work, so then hopefully you'll do it. Because the work is what will set you free. We're all looking for freedom. Well, I hate to say it, you got to do the work if you want to become free. You got to do the work. So let's start with this. What does lead generation and the Olympics have in common? That's where I started. What do those two have in common? And the only thing I could come up with was that they give medals away for them. There's gold, there's silver, and there's bronze. That's what I determined. There's three things. And now, okay, you get the Olympics, right? But how does that go with your lead generation? Well, let's back up. So when I talk about the Olympics, do you think the people, when they compete for the Olympics, they want to win a medal, right? Like they go there to want to win a medal. The question then comes back to you is like, do you want to win a medal? Or are you just here to be here? Or are you here to win? Are you here to win? You know, I talk to you guys. When you guys come in here, I talk to you. And I ask you about what's your goals and what do you want to do? And I talked to Tyler recently, right, Tyler? You here with me, Tyler? Yeah, Tyler's here. Okay, just want to make sure you're not distracted. So like, hey, you say you want to win. Okay, well, how well do you practice and how well do you perform? Oh, okay, well, guess what? She doesn't equal any medals. And I'm here for all of us to win the medals. Like, I want us all to stand on the podium and be like, I won. I am it. You want to be like me. I won. You got last place. You should do better. You should practice more. You should work as hard as me. I'm on the top of the podium with the gold medal. Now, if I don't win the gold, I can still win a silver, right? Like their silver's still great. They're working their whole life to win silver. There's nothing wrong with that. And the last one's the bronze. The bronze medal's good. But let me share with you a photo. I saw this. When you talk about world domination, let me see. Let me share my screen and show you this picture here. Look at this. So this guy right here, let me hide the bars. This guy right here dominated. Now, he might be one of the only ones that only wanted gold, but look, he's got some silver there on his left arm. I think all the rest are gold. I'm not sure if I see one bronze. It looks mostly like gold. He set out to win the gold. The question is what are you set out to win? When you really think about it, are you set out to win the gold or are you set out to win silver or bronze? And I'm going to talk about how that goes into your lead generation here in a second. I know for me, I want the gold. If I'm going to do the work, I want the gold. But I'm okay with silver and bronze. It is part of winning. But if you look, 80% of his medals are probably gold. All right, 80%. Well, I need to focus your work on the gold too. So when I look at it, I ask myself with lead generation, what's the bronze, what's the silver, what's the gold? When I look at lead generation, right? How do I compare this to the Olympics? Well, if I look at bronze, what is the bronze of lead generation? To me, what is the bronze? Okay, once again, when I say this, it's okay to win bronze. There's people, when they win the bronze, they're sitting there crying. They've never believed they could possibly win, and they won, right? Like bronze is okay. To me, bronze are internet leads, or as people call them today, internet referrals. That is the smartest word I heard anybody. They converted the lead word to referrals. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the bronze. Okay, it should be a piece, or could be a piece of what you're trying to build and what you're trying to achieve. But if that's all you're trying to get, you're missing out on the silver and you're missing out on the gold. Okay, to me, the reason why that internet leads are bronze, two main reasons. One, you got to pay a lot of money for them. Okay. Two, you're working with people who don't know you. Talking about people who don't know you, let's go into the silver bucket. In the silver bucket, I put three things in here. Open houses. Okay? Open houses are in the silver bucket to me. For sale by owners are in the silver bucket. And last, expireds. Now, why do I put these in silver and not bronze? It's primarily due to the cost. Okay, now open houses, people don't know me. I get that. They're walking in and I'm attacking them. You know, you come in here and you're my next client. You just don't know it. Yeah. For sale by owners, same bucket. They don't know me and I'm trying to do business with them, but it doesn't cost me a lot to work with them. And then the expireds, people that want to sell but can't. Once again, not a lot of cost, but they're in the silver. For me, the gold looks like referrals. Now, once again, I'm not telling you this has to be the sole part of your business and only strive for gold medals. That's not what I'm saying here. But damn it, like if you're going to go to the Olympics, shouldn't you try to win the gold? Like anything less is not acceptable before you perform. Like you got to prepare to win the gold. And no one's going to remember you if you win bronze every year. Right? Like you can't tell me who's the best bronze winner in all of Olympics. Can anybody tell me that? Does anybody know? No clue, right? Not a clue. Wouldn't spend my time even looking it up. Right? Like, is that what you're doing in your business with your lead generation? Like, think about it. Is that what you're doing? And if it is, only thing I'm asking you today, and I want you to do the work, is to try to get some gold. The gold's far greater. You'll be remembered. You'll have a higher chance of achieving your destination if you strive for gold. Now, along the way, if you pick up some silver and some bronze, all good. You know, Michael, the best of all time, he still displayed those on his arms like this. They were still there. He didn't throw them away. But what are you working for? If you're a team leader on this call right here, what are you training your agents to go get? Are you training them just for bronze and just for silver? Well, you're missing out on the gold. We got to help them get some gold too. They want to win. They want to be on top of the podium. Right? Like, you guys follow me here? Like, we got to get some gold. We need more gold. Shit, worst case scenario, if you got to sell it, I would rather sell the gold than the silver if I ever go broke. I'd rather sell a gold medal. It's worth more. Just straight cash. So I wanted to compare those two to get your mindset like, we got to go get some gold in your business. Life's going to be a lot harder if you don't, if you settle for bronze. Now, I've always talked about a business that's 80-20. I think a healthy business is an 80-20 business. 80% by referral, 20% by everything else. And if you operate 50-50 or if you operate 20-80, it's okay today. But make a commitment to get your business to 80-20. Here's why. Is because when the storms come, the 20-80 businesses get wiped out. Gone, vanished, a thing of the past. You can't be here today with us if you're willing to be a thing of the past. Like, you have to be the roots in the ground that can withstand any storm. When we talk about a new market coming for real estate, you know what I hear? Bring it on. I'm good. The weak will get weeded out. There'll be more business for me. I'm strong. I can make my own business. I'm good. Bring it on. That's where I need you guys at. You know, when I first started, I turned over, my dad always taught me, you turn over every rock, son. And let me tell you, it's exhausting turning over the little rocks and the big ones. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. I felt like I had other stuff to do. And then I realized that certain rocks, when I turn them over, have different fruit than other rocks when I turn them over. Some produce, some have money underneath them, and some don't. And I started to get a little smarter about the rocks I turned over. And then I realized that if I worked by referral, primarily the majority of the time that I worked, that those rocks produced great fruit. And they kept producing and producing and producing. And so right now, I need you to make the commitment to yourself, for your family, for your future, that you will focus on working with the gold medals, not the bronze or the silver. Focus on the gold. So let me show you what it actually looked like for me personally in my business. And do not judge me by this. If you're going to judge me now. Don't judge me here when I show you this stuff. But I'm going to show you how it worked for me. And then to be clear, do you guys remember what I told you what we're doing together? You guys remember? Yeah, we're making calls together here shortly, which means you need a phone. And that's it. Which I know you guys all got your phone in your pockets because you're addicted to them. So I know you got them close. Chanel taught us about the dopamine hits. We got our little hit of dopamine right here, ready to go. Somebody's looking for me. Yes. Okay, so let me show you this. Let me show you how this actually worked in my life. So that way reality's here. No BS. Here's how it worked. We hide the bars here. I'm just going to leave it like this. Nope, I'm going to do this. Slideshow view. I'm going to make this as big as possible for everybody to see. Okay. So here's my business. Some of you guys have seen this if you've worked through the Agent Success Program. This is Module 4 Lead Generation. It's one of the slides out of it. In 2011 is when I made the commitment to work by referral. 2011. Okay, you can see I put big stars next to it so you don't get confused on what date it was. It was 2011. Now, before my business was somewhat decent, look, 20 some homes, 26 in 2010, 20 in 2019, 17 and 18, 18 and 7. Don't talk about the 4. I mean, in 2007, to be real, I was 23 years old and I sold 18 homes that year when I was 23. So if you're young, don't give me the excuse that you're young. That's just bullshit. Okay? The difference is I went to work. Now in 2011, I pivoted my work and I focused on finding the gold. Now here's what I want to tell you. You see 2012, I went hunting for gold. Did I achieve a gold medal in 2012? Nope. Didn't happen that way. It did not happen that way. I'm telling you, I worked, I practiced, but I didn't see the fruits of my labor. Why? Because my fruits were buried underneath the ground still. They were growing. And in 2013, I saw some. I got extra 17 sales that year. Push it up to 46. I'm working by referral too, just to let you know, which has really good margins on your business. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to get the money and keep it. So 2013, 46. Now look what happened the following 3 years after that. I really started to see the work from working by referral. I started to see the business. Boom, 51, 2014, 73, 2015, 88, 2016. Now, if you look afterwards and look at 17 to 22 or 21 and say, well, he didn't make it, it didn't work. I started training real estate agents back in 2017. So my business pivoted because I wanted it to pivot. But because I worked by referral, this is huge. Because I worked by referral, I was able to receive a strong 6 figures of income for the next 8 years by referring business off because I worked by referral. So it wasn't only the work that I did that I received. I want to tell this to everybody right now. It wasn't always the work that I did when I received it right away. That's not what this was all about. What it was about was I was able to create a machine, okay, that provided a service that produced over $100,000 in referral fees for 8 straight years. Just in referral fees. That's more than a lot of people make in a year. Just from having relationships with people, and they knew I cared and I was good at what I did. And because of that, they trusted me. And they still trust me today. They call me and say, hey, I know you're not the guy that's going to do the work, but can you send me to somebody who would? Oh, hell yes is my answer. Hell yes. I have people to take care of you. So when I say I look for the gold, don't just think about it was 2016 selling 88 homes. It was 2017 as my life pivoted and my business pivoted. It was 2018 as I continued my pivot. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I'm still reaping the benefits from that business that I built because of how I built it. You catch me? I couldn't do this with for sale by owners or expireds. I couldn't have that relationship and keep that business going. That business would have shut down. Let me ask you this. If tomorrow, if you get sick and you cannot work anymore, how much money's coming in? Like you can't work anymore. How much money's coming in? You know what I realize for most people? You're screwed. With a capital S. You're screwed. I hope that hits home for some of you. There was a lady once that came in my office and I said, hey, what's happening with your husband? It was her ex-husband. Well, he's got a disease now and he can't work anymore and they're trying to collect money for him. And I just said, you know what, this is going to sound wrong. But that guy worked for 25 years and the first thing that hit him sideways, now he's broke. Like that. Like he had 25 years to save his money and now you're asking me for money? Like he should have done what he needed to do. Like, why is that my problem? I don't mean that to be harsh, but like in all reality, like this guy's a grown man. And the first thing that hit him sideways, he's got to ask for money. Like, take care of yourself. Let's go. Like, let's grow up. Like right now, are you taking care of yourself or are you going to rely on other people to take care of you? Are you independent and going to take care of others? Or are you going to be dependent and have other people take care of you? Like, it's a choice you got to make, right? It's a choice. Question is what choice are you going to make? Are you going to be like this guy who had the first thing come and hit him sideways and now he's begging for money because he spent out because he drove a fucking BMW for 7 years and now he's got no money, right? Like now he can't take care of himself. Really? Is that what you want your legacy to be? If something happens to one of you guys, I hope that somebody calls me up and says, hey, they were trying as hard as they could. They were working your program, right? They didn't see the fruit yet. It was coming. Do you have anything you can help with? In that scenario, completely different to me. But I want to know that you're working to become somebody who can give to somebody else, right? Like, isn't that what it's about? Like, are you working today to be able to give? Right?